A 500% tariff on any country buying Russian energy, backed by 81 US senators. It could crush Russia's economy, but at what cost to Europe? As Trump stays silent, the Senate prepares to act, and the world could burn in the crossfire. In late May 2025, US Senators Lindsey Graham and Richard Blumenthal introduced one of the most aggressive economic war plans in modern history, a bipartisan bill proposing tariffs of no less than 500% on any nation that trades in Russian fossil fuels. The bill, already backed by 81 senators, aims to break Russia's economy by targeting its lifeline, energy exports. But there's a catch. Many of America's allies, especially in Europe, still depend on Russian gas, oil, and uranium. If passed, this bill wouldn't just punish Russia, it could wreck up to 12 EU economies, trigger retaliations, and plunge the world deeper into a global trade war. The bill explicitly proposes a minimum 500% tariff on nations that knowingly purchase, supply, or transfer Russian oil, gas, or uranium. This is not a soft sanction, it's a nuclear option. And unlike previous tariffs, this one targets third-party nations, not Russia directly. This means China, India, Turkey, and even EU members could all be slapped with massive duties. The bill's architects are blunt. It's really about China. Graham and Blumenthal say China props up Putin's war machine by buying Russian oil through the shadow fleet, unregulated tankers dodging sanctions. Despite pressure to cut ties, the EU still imported 23 billion euros of Russian fossil fuels in 2024, often through indirect routes. France, Spain, the Netherlands, Italy, Hungary, and more continue to rely on Russian LNG or pipeline gas. If the bill passes unaltered, these NATO allies could be tariffed like enemies. Bulgaria, Finland, Hungary, and Slovakia run Russian-built nuclear plants and need Russian-made fuel rods to keep them running. No easy substitutes exist. These nations could face immediate energy insecurity with no way out. Here's the twist. Trump is not backing this bill. While the Senate moves to economically isolate Russia, Trump has paused sanctions, reduced tariffs, and is trying to broker a deal with Putin. This Senate action could either pressure Trump or publicly embarrass him. EU officials support pressuring Russia, but fear economic backlash if this goes ahead. An unnamed commission spokesperson said, "Coordination is key, but the impact could be devastating." Internal documents suggest panic over trade talks with Washington collapsing. Unless a deal is reached by July 9th, Trump has threatened a 50% blanket tariff on all EU exports. The Senate bill could push Europe into that trap sooner, with devastating timing. There's a 180-day presidential exemption clause, but only Trump decides who gets it. This means EU leaders may have to personally appeal to Trump to avoid collapse. Political theater meets energy survival. Importers, especially in tech, energy, and manufacturing, fear chaos. One executive told Reuters, "If this hits, we're toast." Wall Street, however, cheered the ruling temporarily until the EU blowback began. Experts like Maria Shagina doubt enforcement. "How do you monitor gas molecules?" she quipped. The bill lacks clear verification, especially for countries like India, Turkey, and Vietnam. The US risks alienating key partners, India, Turkey, even Japan, over unclear enforcement of Russia energy bans. Is the US ready for a multi-front trade war? The road to peace may now run through tariffs, alliances, and 500% stakes. But who ends up paying the bill? Russia or the world? Tell us what you think. Is this the right way to break Putin's war machine, or a dangerous, "This bill isn't just about Russia, it's a symbol of Senate independence from Trump"? As Trump seeks deals, the Senate is choosing confrontation, and the global economy hangs in the balance. If passed, the 500% tariff bill could become the most aggressive economic weapon ever legislated by Congress, but it could also trigger a transatlantic collapse. The message is clear. Choose sides or pay the price. The road to peace may now run through tariffs, alliances, and 500% stakes. But who ends up paying the bill? Russia or the world? Tell us what you think. Is this the right way to break Putin's war machine, or a dangerous overreach? Like, share, subscribe.